Live from Chartway Arena on the campus of Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. This is ODU men's basketball. Tonight it's Sun Belt Conference action as the Monarchs play host to the Thundering Herd of Marshall University. Old Dominion 8-17 overall, 4-8 in league play. Marshall stands 15-9 this year. They are 7-4 in the Sun Belt Conference. Monarchs have to do some climbing if they're going to get out of that bottom four and give themselves a reasonable shot come tournament time in Pensacola. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ted Alexander. Dennis Wolf is here as well. And Dennis, back into conference action after the solid performance against the Max Ohio U on Saturday. Here we go. The Herd is here.
And this is the way I think if you're a player at this point in the season, you would prefer to play the games as closely bunched together as you can. You know, they've spent a lot of time practicing all year. And you know, if you have a day or two to prepare like we'll have, I think that's probably enough.
And this is the start of a busy schedule for Old Dominion. Wednesday night tonight against Marshall. It'll be Saturday afternoon against Georgia State. It'll be Monday at 5 o'clock against Louisiana. And then it's on the road for the final 3 games of the regular season.
And that, you know, how we perform, how we can string some wins together is going to affect the outcome into the tournament.
Tonight's starting lineup is brought to you by Chartway Credit Union. Chartway, the official credit union of Old Dominion Athletics. For our visitors from Huntington, West Virginia, and second-year head coach Cornelius Jackson, Wyatt Fricks, a 6'10", 216-pound redshirt senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia, averaging 14.5 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. Noah Achuti is a 6'4", 198-pound senior from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. He also averages 14.5 points, just under 4 rebounds a game. Jalen Spears, a 6'1", 186-pound grad student from Gainesville, Florida, averaging 14.3 points, 4 rebounds, and a team-best 5.5 assists per ball game. Caleb Hollenbeck is a 6'4", 189-pound junior from Rapid City, South Dakota. He's averaging 6.5 points and 2 rebounds a game. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Thundering Herd is Eric Harding, a 6'10", 235-pound sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina. He's averaging 4.5 points and 3 rebounds a game. And now for the Monarchs of Old Dominion University and second-year head coach Mike Jones. Casey Shaw, a 6'4", 195-pound senior from Charlotte, averaging a team-best 16.5 points, 4 rebounds a game. L.J. Thomas, a 6'2", 205-pound senior from Plant City, Florida. He's averaging 11 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 3 assists a game. Cal Swanton-Roger is a 7', 240-pound senior from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, averaging 7.5 points, 5 rebounds a game. Jordan Battle, the 6'2", 190-pound senior from here in Norfolk, averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds, and just under 3 assists a game. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Monarchs, the freshman from Greensboro, 6'4", 200-pound Zach Wiggins, who's averaging 6 points, 2 rebounds a game. And Dennis, you've said this all season about Zach. Give him more playing time. He's going to get better and better.
Well, and he brings a little bit of a different element with the way he plays his game, Ted. You know, he gets to the basket a little bit more. He's a better defender. So I think both of those things help the Monarchs against Ohio U.
Some of the fans that were here for the Old Dominion women's game against Coastal Carolina have stayed here. Others have gone into the February evening to be replaced by Monarch men's basketball fans that are here at Chartway Arena. And we'll see if this team can once again give them something to cheer about. Again, it was 19-6 against Ohio on Saturday, and the crowd sort of sitting there going, you know, I could be home watching Bugs Bunny. What am I doing here?
But the guys stayed with it.
Yep.
All the fans who have proven to both of us over these last few years that they stay with them through thick and thin. I'm going to go back, Ted, to what I said to you earlier about the long rebounding. You know, one of the stats that, as I was preparing for the game, Hollenbeck for them has made 46 threes, 46 field goals. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit confused.
That's okay.
He's taken 52 shots, 46 of them are threes, Ted.
Whoa!
So they have a number of guys that have that big a disparity in shooting threes compared to twos. So, again, guarding the three-point line and rebounding misses is probably my number one thought.
But the thing is, you can't close out and foul. You can't, if you're going to foul the dude on a three, you've got a problem in the first place. But the point is, you can't be doing that stuff because you're giving them a huge advantage.
Yes to all of that, Ted. You have to close out under control. You have to keep the guy in front of you. You have to get your hand up and contest the shot.
Old Dominion and Marshall. Team set in the center circle. Tonight's contest presented by Team Monarch partner ODU Global. Cal Swanton Roger. The Monarchs will be moving left to right toward downtown Norfolk. The Herd will be moving right to left towards the world's largest naval base, wherever you may be on this Wednesday. Thanks for joining us for Monarch Basketball on the ODU Sports Network. Old Dominion connects and controls the first tap, and Cal's got it at the top of the circle. Guarded tightly there by Harding. Now one bounce. L.J. Thomas on the left block. Up and under, puts the shoulder in, throws it up, no good. Rebounds batted around and taken by Wyatt Fricks. A force off the start for L.J. Thomas. press this button. Hi, Internet folks. We've lost power here, and the lights went out, and the Internet went out. Yeah, we're all right. The referee's coming over again. Going to try and listen in. Well, we can't hear that. Dennis, can you hear anything from over there?
I can hear it. I didn't hear what he was just saying.
You can hear, but I didn't hear what you said.
No, I couldn't hear specifically. It appears that they took another look to see if the basket counted. Now they're going to come as a group to talk to us. This is interesting.
Yes. All right, here we go, gentlemen. What do you have?
Okay. So they're trying to get it up. All right.
So what do we have,
You
gentlemen?
guys have everything?
We're on
Well, we're going to review to see if the shot was in the air or not.
Okay.
This is
When our whistle went off.
just on this right here.
Okay.
That's just live. Okay.
Can't see in the dark.
I
know, yeah, that's why we're seeing
it.
That's what we're seeing if the camera.
Yeah, that was that was pitch black.
Last time you were in a blackout like this.
I don't think I've ever had that.
There you
straight
go.
like that before.
All right, guys, have a good game. Those are the officials. And what can you do? I mean, 18-14 to play in the first half, 12 on the shot clock, 4-0 Old Dominion last we looked. And they'll take a look at our screen. And let's see, KC.
So it
looks like it all
Yeah, you
went
can't
bad.
see it.
All right, so it's not going to be 6-0 because the lights went out in Georgia before KC got the shot off. That's pretty good hitting shots with no lights.
I mean, if you're a good shooter, you're a good shooter, Ted. I mean, you have an idea where you're at on the floor. You know where the basket is. What's the problem?
I can see you growing up, the dusty streets of wherever the hell you grew up. The
Oh,
brownstone.
those dusty streets in Queens.
Dusty streets as Queens with the tumbleweeds rolling by, hitting those
And
nighttime
I would just
jumpers
take off my cowboy hat and go out in the backyard and shoot.
and shoot the rattlesnakes and hope.
And I just received a text from Kieran Donahue that said it's all Monarch Way where the power went out.
Okay, very good.
So it's not just in here.
I think we're about to get started again.
Well, with this being a doubleheader, and now this, I have to be home by midnight. I'm just letting you know, Ted. That Joanne told me I have to be home by midnight.
I've always looked forward to Dennis's pumpkin turning into something else, or the carriage turning into something else, and perhaps tonight we'll find what the something else is. But between now and then, we can tell you that the Monarchs are off to a 4-0 start. But again, the ribbon boards here and the big scoreboard doesn't have the score. Remember in the old Carmichael Gymnasium at Carolina, they had the score on the flaps?
Or the flip,
the
yeah.
numbers?
Yeah.
Well, again, a lot of chatting going on. The Monarch 5 is talking to their head coach, Mike Jones. The Marshall 5 is talking to their head coach, Cornelius Jackson. The three officials are across the way having a little chat. They've seen that the replay showed that there was no third bucket by Old Dominion, so the score will be 4-0. But we've got to get a score here, a scoreboard, I would guess. We've got the clock above the basket and the shot clock above the basket are working. But the ribbon boards and the big scoreboard here, not working. So this will make it so everything works. We're going to take a break.
Well, it looks
Oh,
like
we
the
got
big scoreboard is back on.
That's right. We've got, and that's why you heard the cheering. Now we just need to get the score on the scoreboard because we've got the video working. And we'll see. You're talking to Mike Jones. What does this do, Dennis? You've probably been in screwy situations like this. When it comes to the start of a game and the adrenaline and the fired upness and a 4-0 lead a minute 46 in, what does it do to a team and how do you restart the engines?
Well, again, I think the importance of this game, I think both teams probably have kept their edge. If there was some butterflies, they're probably out now because you've gone up and down a couple of times and you've kind of walked it off.
I wonder if they're going to give the score through Brian Gimbel, our PA announcer. Monarch basketball moving toward the bucket to our right. L.J. Thomas drifts to the right wing. Chest pass to Jordan Battle. Into the left-hand corner, he goes to Zach Wiggins. Brings it back to Battle. Battle with 4 to shoot. Has to get something going. Elbow extended. Jumper short. Rebound comes down to Jalen Spear of Marshall. They're looking for their first bucket. They're moving from right to left in the black uniforms. Elbow jumper, Spear, good. He averages 14 and a half a game, and he gets the hurt on the board. It's 4-2 with 17:45 to go in the first half. Monarchs by deuce.
And now Marshall, for the second possession in a row, is in a 2-3 zone.
See if the Monarchs can figure that out. We talk a lot about how you go about these things. Here's LJ taking it, driving, dishing. Cal, the flush. Oh, the much stronger flushing from Swanton Roger, his second field goal.
Well, and a really nice penetration by LJ.
6-2, Old Dominion. Here's Spear, right wing three. Bang. Jalen Spear with 5 quick points.
And you can't go under those. I think that coaches spoke to them a lot about that yesterday, Ted.
6-5, Old Dominion. 17-12 to go in our first half. Still no scoreboard operating for the crowd here. Here's LJ on the left wing. Working against Fricks, who's much taller. Leaves it for Wiggins. Wiggins back outside. KC fakes the three, gets to the foul line, pulls up for the 14-footer, and that's around the rim, no good. Cal is there for the putback. Swanton Roger, the strength is working.
Well, and it's just not the strength that he's getting better at positioning as well.
16:47 to play in the first half. 8-5, Old Dominion leads Marshall here at Chartway Arena, a partially darkened Chartway Arena. Spear again gets another one off. That one's around the rim, no good. Wiggins the rebound, outlet pass to Battle. Monarchs moving left to right of the Hudson Blue Unis. Swanton Roger at the top takes the pass, turns a couple of dribbles, and the handoff to L.J. Thomas. L.J. Thomas now works against Harding. Harding into the corner now. This is Battle. Doesn't shoot the ball over Hollenbeck. Keeps things moving along with 10 on the shot. One bounce, low blocks, left-hand side. Here's Swanton Roger against Harding. Burrows throws it up. And in, Cal Swanton Roger. 4 field goals, 8 points.
Great start by Cal.
10-5, Old Dominion. A shooty against the man-to-man defense of Old Dominion. Now here's Fricks. Fricks puts it on the deck, gets the elbow, slips, almost travels, no whistle. Goes into the right-hand corner. They bring it out. Long three for Spear. Hits Zippo and goes out of bounds. Heat check, not happening that time. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 15:49 to play in our first half. Little Halloween, little February, little Valentine's Day pre-stuff, and a Monarch lead. Old Dominion 10, Marshall 5. Now this from Team Monarch partner Pepsi. Pepsi, now that's what I like.
Tonight's game sponsor is ODU Logo.
Well, folks, there you have it. Off we go. Dennis, tell me about screwy stuff you've run into in your legendary career as a basketball coach.
I've been in a blackout before. I've been in a broken rim before. I've been in old school fights before.
You've been in a fight before.
Not one that I won, but I was in the bottom of a pile at one in the old Yukon Fieldhouse.
Okay. I was in the bottom of a pile once, too. A guy ripped off my puka shells. How about that?
Do you have any pictures of you in the puka shells?
Yes.
Maybe we could show the group on the internet the next home game.
It was my senior picture in high school, the pearl button flannel shirt and the puka shells.
I
was all that.
I would pay a lot of money to see that, Ted.
I'm sure you would. All right. 10-5 Old Dominion. We'll come back with our food for thought. I'm going to send Dennis to the trough here.
Thank you.
$15:49 to play in the first half. Old Dominion 10, Marshall 5. Time for our food for thought, brought to you by Food Lion. Dennis, your thoughts on the first segment?
Somehow I think Bill Walton got in the gym here in place of Cal Swanton Roger, because he's been terrific on both ends. Handled the ball, finished near the rim.
8 points, 2 rebounds thus far for Swanton Roger. Monarchs with the basketball in the 5-point lead against full court pressure from Marshall. Inbounds pass comes to Zach Wiggins. Wiggins working against Caleb Hollenbeck. Into the front court he goes. Now to Rico Helms. Helms leans over against Spears' man-to-man defense. Rico chest pass to Jordan Battle deep on the right wing. One bounce top of the circle to Cal. Swanton Roger hands it off to KC Shaw. KC goes to work down the left side. Oh, quick move, but he can't make the layup. Fall. It's Monarch basketball. He took a shot, did Casey Shaw. Drew Fuqua into the ballgame for Marshall.
And I think that's a matchup, Ted, that the Monarchs can take advantage of. And one of those bigger guys switches out on KC.
20 on the shot. They bring it into Wiggins to the right-hand corner. Dribbles out of there. Right-hand side. Here's Battle. Battle thinking about Cal. Go to him deep on the right. Blocks. He's guarded by Fuqua. Height advantage. Swanton Roger turns. Fires. Hits. Feed the big fella. And suddenly the big man noise is coming from Old Dominion side. 12-5 Monarchs. And here's Spear at the other end. A little jumper that goes from the left wing. He's got all 7 points.
No, I think that was at Shooty that time, Ted.
Oh, Shooty. My bad. Thank you, Dennis. His first field goal. 12-7. Old Dominion leads. 14:50 to go in our first half. Helms goes to Shaw. Quickly in the left-hand corner. Here's a three from Battle. That one's in and out. No good. Rebound. Wiggins tries to put it up with one motion. No good. Fricks the rebound for Marshall. Marshall into the front court. Here's Achuti. Just hit a jumper from the baseline. Takes it down to the left. Hits another jumper from the baseline. Noah Achuti's hit his last two, and it's a 12-9 ball game. Monarchs on top.
He's an interesting guy, Ted. Played college basketball in Canada for the last 3 years prior to coming to Marshall.
Here's Helms. Chest pass into the right-hand corner. Wiggins back to Battle. Jordan Battle down the left side. Jump stop move. Turns, spins, throws the ball away as Shaw was cutting toward the basket instead of in the corner.
Now, this just may be me, Ted, but you can't have a better start than Cal had. And to me, that possession, the ball should have gone to Cal again.
Feed him. Keep feeding him, especially if you know he's coming out at the next whistle. 14-13 to play in the first half. 12-9 Old Dominion. Cal Swanton Roger has 10 of the 12 for the Monarchs. Casey Shaw, the other bucket. Achuti goes to Spear on the left-hand wing. Finds a cutting Fricks. His shot is up and in, and he's fouled.
Well, and Cal didn't come out, and now they end up getting a foul on him by not handling that ball screen.
And that'll be his first personal foul. 14:02 to go in the half. 12-11 Old Dominion. Fricks, his first field goal, now his first free throw attempt. He's a 70% free throw shooter. The Wyatt Fricks, the Atlanta native.
And somewhat of an anomaly in today's college basketball world. He spent his entire 5 years at Marshall.
And his free throw swishes. And that ties the ball game at 12-12. I believe we don't have any scoreboards here except for our computer, and sometimes a little lazy getting caught up.
Up on the big one, Ted. We have it now, 12-12.
Thank you so much. Scotty Hubbard into the ball game for Old Dominion for the first time. Played solidly, had a 4-point play against Ohio on Saturday. Gets the ball back to LJ, right-hand side. Jared Turner who's into the ball game. Now to Scotty. Hubbard back to Turner on the right wing. 5 to shoot. Hubbard goes foul line to Thomas. Catches, shoots, and hits. LJ's first field goal. Monarchs back in front, 14-12.
Monarchs' zone offense has gotten increasingly better as the year's gone along.
Here's Fricks from the wing. His three-pointer is off the iron, no good. Rebounds batted around and knocked out of bounds by Old Dominion at the 13-20 mark of this first half. Monarchs shooting 54% to start things, 0 for 1 from 3. Marshall's 5 for 10 from the field overall, 1 for 3 from deep. Inbounds to Spear. Spear tries to go back, stolen by LJ Thomas. 3 on 2 if they hustle. One bounce, right side. Wiggins to the hole, no. But the putback is there for Drew McKenna, who's into the ball game.
And that's a big advantage when you get someone pushing the ball and you're running for a layup as opposed to running to the three-point line.
13:05 to go in the half. 16-12 Old Dominion. A 7-0 run from the Herd tied the game at 12. Monarchs the last 4. Fricks out for the Herd. Into the ball game is Landon Joseph. Jared Turner will pick up the personal there. That's his first. Inbounds pass, stolen away by LJ Thomas. Had man passed at Scotty Hubbard on the left-hand side. Takes it all the way, puts it up on the left, and good for Scotty Hubbard.
Very good start. Good energy from the bench guys right away, Ted.
Spear. Fuqua on the left wing. Scoops the ball over to Joseph. Landon Joseph has LJ in front of him. Dribble handoff now. Spinning, not traveling, laying it up, no good. Tapped up, no good. Rebound comes down to Hubbard of Old Dominion. Hubbard leaves it for LJ Thomas. Into the front court. Monarchs on top 18-12. LJ has a half a step. Drives and lays it in. And they score the goal. LJ, with a burst of speed, finds his way to the 10. And with 12:22 to go in our first half. Do we have a timeout called?
Yes, Marshall called timeout.
All right. Monarchs had a little 8-0 run. It's 20-12 Old Dominion after a 7-0 run from Marshall, an 8-0 run for the Monarchs here at Chartway Arena, where we'll be back here. Be back here on Saturday for a 3:30 tip against Georgia State. Timeout on the floor, and we'll get back to Chartway Arena in a moment. Monarchs on top, 20-12 on the ODU Sports Network.
ODU fans, Blender Challenge accepted.
That's working now, too.
That's working, but that was working and then it wasn't working. All right. 7, 12, 6, 16, 20. Yeah, obviously I'm having trouble with these two guys. Good job correcting me. It was 5 and 50. Screwed me up.
I'm here to help. I mean, based on that little shrug, it might be a little slow coming on the next occasion it's needed.
Deserved. I understand.
I mean,
wait for me to go under the second time and then give it your damn.
I don't like to be shrugged. I mean, that's one of my pet peeves.
You never told me that. Some would say Dennis is whining. I'm not, but some would say that.
There's nothing to whine about here, Ted. We're off to a good start. We have an 8-point lead.
Let's see if this helps the folks at home. Do they give a hoot if I do this, Dennis?
They would like to see the stats. That might help them.
Does this help at all? Hey, both of you, does this help? Let us know in the comments. Hubbard, Shaw, Thomas, McKenna, and Swanton Roger defending the goal to our left with a 20-12 first half lead, 12-17 to go in the first 20 minutes. Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf here at Chartway Arena, Jack Lowe in our Monarch Game Day studios. And wherever you are, we appreciate you joining us.
And the Monarchs now in a 2-3 zone.
And it's almost forced a turnover. Joseph, right-hand side. Here's Spear. Spear, one bounce to the hole. Driving layup knocked out of bounds with 5 on the shot clock. Good defense from the Monarchs. Shamari Hucci in the ball game, and now they'll do a hockey line substitution as Fricks comes back in, along with Wilson Dubinsky and Eric Harding.
Dubinsky's another guy who's the majority of his shots have been threes, Ted.
Baseline left, inbounds play from Landon Joseph. Looking, still looking, brings it loopingly in to Dubinsky. Dubinsky between the circles, guarded by McKenna, left-hand side with the shot clock bleeding. That's a wing and a prayer, and it's no good, and it goes out of bounds. Monarch basketball. More good defense from Mike Jones' club.
Everybody's moving. When the ball moves, everybody's moving with it. It's a continuation of what went on Saturday, Ted.
Monarchs beat Ohio's Bobcats to win the MAC Sun Belt Challenge on Saturday, 78-72. Here's LJ Thomas to the right wing. 15 to shoot. Pass to McKenna. Left-hand side, Scotty Hubbard. Hubbard gets the ball to LJ. LJ spins in the lane twice. Too much dribbling. Stolen away by Fricks. You see the spin coming from a mile away. It's like watching cotton candy go under the stick. Here's Joseph from the free throw line. It's good.
Well, and he was slipping, Ted. And, that made it worse.
20-14. Monarchs lead Marshall here in the first half with 11-11 to go. Casey Shaw into the right-hand corner to Drew McKenna. Drew dribbles into the paint. Goes and puts it up with the left hand. That's another bad shot from Old Dominion.
Well, and Cal was posted again.
Right.
I just don't understand.
Spear into the corner. Joseph drives left baseline, gets under the hoop, goes into the right-hand corner, brings it back outside to Spear. Spear backs it up against Casey Shaw's man-to-man, gets a screen down the right-hand side. He's doing a lot of dribbling. Up, no foul called there. Dubinsky now with 9 on the shot clock, hands it off to Fricks. Now here's Dubinsky, left wing 3. Good. And suddenly it's a 20-17 ball game. Monarchs on top with 10.5 to go in the half. Monarchs no bumbling and stumbling. Had a couple of bad possessions in a row. And we see what happens when the bad Monarchs come out. Here's Shaw. Shaw to the foul line, looping it toward Cal, and he wings it over to Hubbard, and he's fouled on the way to the wing.
That was just a terrific catch by Cal. I don't know how he even got his hand on that because that was an errant lob.
10-17 to go in our first half. Cal Swanton Roger. They say that was a shooting foul. Well, I'll take that. Swanton Roger, 10 points, 2 rebounds to start things. He's 5 for 5 from the field. This is his first trip to the free throw line. First foul shot's no good. He'll get one more. The men's basketball season is presented by Bon Secours. With Bon Secours, it's never been easier to stay engaged in your health care your way. Bon Secours, primary specialty in emergency care for the universe, you. Swanton Roger, a 56% free throw man, the senior from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Second shot is up and good. He's got 11 to lead all scorers, and the Monarch lead is 21-17. Hubbard, Jared Turner, KC Shaw, Cal Swanton Roger, Jordan Battle on the floor playing defense in their Hudson blue uniforms. Old the number Dominion in the front, just the numbers on the back. Here's Joseph, gets past KC Shaw to the right elbow, stops there to Dubinsky. Dubinsky does hit a three, throws the ball back to Landon Joseph. Long three is no good. Rebound to a soaring Jared Turner. Turner gets the ball to Jordan Battle. He's running the point right now, and he's into the front court to our right. Gets a screen from Swanton Roger, rolls to the hoop. Great look, and the layup from Cal is good. Oh, pick and roll.
And Marshall is doing a very poor job of guarding all that, Ted.
23-17 Old Dominion, 9:33 to play in the half. Here's Joseph. Landon Joseph on the left-hand side. He's at the wing. Goes into the corner to Dubinsky. Dubinsky brings it out with a one-hand pass to Joseph. Joseph gets a screen, gets to the elbow, fakes the shot, goes to the left-hand cutting Dubinsky. Left-hand side, Slay. Slay with 7 to shoot to Dubinsky. Right-hand side, Joseph stops. Is he going to pop it? No, not yet. Fricks will launch from the right wing, and that hits nothing and falls into the lap of Scotty Hubbard. The Monarchs play another good round of defense. Into the front court quickly. A pass to Jared Turner. Turner goes to Cal at the top, finds Jordan Battle, and set things up as we go under 9 minutes to play in the first half. Monarchs by 4. Here's Battle to Cal again. Cal goes up for the slam, and he's fouled on the way to the dunk.
But very, very smart passing by Jordan Battle.
A nice, accurate passing too, Dennis. Harding will pick up the personal foul, and with 8:55 to go in the half, the Monarchs are on the free throw line. Cal Swanton Roger. Monarchs lead the rebounding 12-6 as the first free throw is short. He'll get one more. One more for Cal toward the bucket to our right. On the floor with Turner, Battle, Hubbard, and Shaw. Second one swishes for Swanton Rogers. Got a game-high 14. It's 24-17 Old Dominion. Now in comes Donovan Raymond for Cal Swanton Roger. Raymond, the 6'10", 225-pound sophomore from Charlotte. Monarchs go to full court pressure as they bring the ball inbounds to Achuti. Achuti runs into a double team, looking for Fricks, finds Fricks, 24, 23, 22, picks up the dribble, goes to Fricks on the right-hand side against Zach Wiggins. Brings the ball back now to Spear. Jalen Spear in the corner, back outside to Achuti. Achuti pushes off, gets to the right elbow, up and under move, leans forward, fires and hits.
That's a tough shot there. That's a 1 foot, opposite foot runner. Monarchs are playing good defense, Ted.
24-19, Old Dominion leads with 8:20 to go in the half. Raymond sets a screen for Battle. Sets another screen for him. Jordan to the right elbow, looking for the foul, turns, drives, dishes, and Raymond the beneficiary with a two-hand flush.
Jordan Battle again, Ted.
Piling up the assist numbers is Jordan Battle. And the Monarchs lead at 26-19. 7:59 to go. First half action from Chartway Arena. Back to the Sun Belt tonight. Here's the running one-hander. Crazy shot there from Achuti. Nowhere near. Turner got the rebound to Wiggins. Back to Jared. The three is good.
Zach Wiggins again looking for the trailer and Jared being ready to shoot.
How many assists on how many baskets tonight, Dennis? Here at the other end, Spear for three. No good. Wiggins to Battle, 2-on-1. Alley-oop to Shaw, who flushes it home. Oh, battle of the orchestrator and Shaw the finisher. And they're on their feet here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Timeout on the floor. 7:29 to play in the first half. Old Dominion 31, Marshall 19.
This is the best basketball we've heard all year right now, Ted.
Back in a moment on the ODU Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take attention to the jumbotron.
How about that, huh?
Terrific start. Let's keep it going.
I'm keeping my feet where I am, and I'm just enjoying where we are.
Where were your feet going to go?
Well, I hope they go in the right direction. How much is a kick do you get out of bouncing your pen and catching it after it bounces?
Well, if you actually caught it, I'd probably have
I've got a
a
real
way
problem.
bigger
I've got a
kick.
real problem now. Excuse me. It went under the rug.
Well, you probably decided to have that happen, knowing you. It's like one of my grandkids when you tell them it doesn't work, don't try that again.
Let's see you try this.
No, I don't. I know my limitations, Ted.
You don't think you can bounce it off this thing and catch it in midair?
Please welcome Chartway at the Promise Foundation.
Oh! Oh!
First time.
First time. There is a first time for everything. That's an internet exclusive, people. You're welcome.
Thank you.
We have a big announcement.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Under Armour. Under Armour proud to outfit Old Dominion University basketball in the world's most innovative footwear, uniforms, and training gear. Visit UA.com today to see Under Armour's full range of performance gear and footwear. Old Dominion 64% from the field, Dennis Wolf, 14 for 22. They're 1 for 2 from the three-point range. And in terms of assists, they've got 8 assists on 14 made buckets.
And they're out rebounding them, and they're out running them. And to this point, Ted, they've totally outplaying them.
See if they can keep it going. Mike Jones sends out Jared Turner, Jordan Battle, and Casey Shaw, and Zach Wiggins, and Donovan Raymond. Did they call a foul on somebody?
Yes, as he
Oh, yeah.
Case went up to dunk it, he was fouled.
Foul beyond Fricks, and Shaw goes to the line. Looking for the three-point play. Up at the right hand, way short. And the rebound comes down to Dubinsky. He finds Achuti into the front court to our left. Monarchs on top, 31-19, 7:20 to go in the half. Spear on the left wing goes to Fricks, who finds himself in the left blocks. He's 6'10", working against Donovan Raymond. Turns, fires, misses. Oh, and a late foul's call on Donovan.
And that bailed them out.
Yep.
They don't have an inside, even though they have good size, Ted, they don't have inside scoring. These guys are more perimeter pick and pop guys.
7:13 to play in the half. 13 foul is that first personal against Donovan Raymond. And Fricks goes to the line where he's 1 for 1. He's the 70% free throw shooter. He'll get 2 this time around toward the bucket to our left. Marshall, the black uniforms, the cursive Marshall across the front in white trimmed in green. First free throw's no good.
Do it again.
Monarchs a 14-7 rebounding advantage to start things here. L.J. Thomas back in for Zach Wiggins. Monarchs have played well here to start things.
Getting out right about. Getting out right about now.
Fricks has the basketball. Up with the right hand. This one is no good. He goes 0 for 2. So he's 1 for 3 from the stripe. The score remains 31-19 Old Dominion as we head to the 7-minute mark in this first half. Jordan Battle into the front court against Jalen Spear. Goes to Raymond at the top. Holds over the head. Turns on Eric Harding. Someone's going to have to help him out. It's Casey Shaw. Gets the handoff. Shaw down the left-hand side. Pushes, turns. 14-footer for Shaw is good.
He's just bigger than some of these guards on these other teams, Ted. If he get in the lane and rise up, it's tough for those defenders.
6 points for KC Shaw. Monarchs have their largest lead at 33-19. Fricks, right-hand side to Achuti. Achuti working against Jared Turner. Goes to Spear on the right-hand side. He drives right baseline, quickly into the left-hand corner to Vinsky. Back outside. Here comes Achuti. Left-hand side. Spear for three. Good. Jalen Spear's second three of the half. He's got 8, and it's 33-22 Old Dominion. 6:19 to go in the half. KC Shaw, top of the circle. The 6'10 Fricks well off him as he knows he can drive past him in a jiffy. And he steps inside the line, and KC misses that time. Open jumper. Fricks didn't have the closeout, but he couldn't hit it. And here comes Marshall from right to left. Fricks to the foul line extended. Pocket pass. Goes for Harding, and it's knocked off Harding out of bounds.
Good job by LJ coming over from the weak side to clog the lane.
Cal Swanton Roger in, Donovan Raymond out after an effective couple of minutes. Swanton Roger, one of the stories of this first half, with 14 points, 2 rebounds, 1 personal foul. Full court pressure from the Herd. They bring the ball into LJ Thomas, who's on the floor with KC Shaw, Jared Turner, Cal Swanton Roger, and Jordan Battle. Thomas against Stavinsky's man-to-man. Goes to Cal at the top. Turns on Harding. Looking for cutters. Swanton Roger holds the ball over the head. Gets it to KC once again. Rolls to the hole. KC fakes the pass and lays it in. That's why you do the pass earlier, Dennis, and be effective with it. Because then you fake it right there, creating space for your lefty layup. 5:30 to go in the half. 35-22. Jumper at the other end. No good. From Marshall's Noah Achuti and into the front court by the Hudson Blue-clad Monarchs. Here's Swanton Roger to the hole. Gets stuffed. And they're going to call a jump ball, and that'll go to Marshall.
Another good pass by Jordan Nolan, and Cal went aggressively to the rim.
Wiggins and Hubbard in for Old Dominion. Turner and Shaw out for the Monarchs. We'll go back to the full court pressure, with Wiggins being the tip of the spear with LJ Thomas. Speaking of the spear, Jalen hands it in to Noah Achuti. 5:15 to go in the half. Old Dominion 35, Marshall 22. One bounce. Spear mishandled it on the left wing, but now he regathers. One hand push pass. Right hand side, it's Hollenbach. Gets the ball to Achuti. He takes it to the hole. A little jump shot in the paint's no good. Rebound comes down to Marshall, and we'll see who the foul's against. Might be Cal's second. Second for Cal Swanton Roger.
Yeah, and that's tough. He's gotten off to a great start, and he's going to have to sit for these last 5 minutes here, Ted.
Raymond quickly off Mike Jones' bench. Non-shooting foul. It's the 4th against the team. Each team has 14 fouls. Possession arrow now favors Old Dominion. Marshall to inbound. Noah Achuti baseline right. Gets the ball back from Spear. Blocked by Raymond. And they say score the goal, or they say give him 2, or they say what's going on here?
Well, I think they scored the basket on the putback and called the foul.
Well, you can't do that. It's either on the put. I can see.
I'm just confused here.
So if the foul's on the shot.
Yeah, it is. The foul is on the shot.
So you don't give the putback. Fuqua laid it in, so it'll be Achuti going to the line for 2. That looked like a block to me, by the way. Achuti's range.
Well, and it was a late call, Ted. That's why there was confusion.
Jared Turner in, Donovan Raymond out. Achuti's an 86% free throw shooter. He's 1 for 1 here this evening. He's got 7 points.
And Donovan Raymond has 2 fouls now.
Swish goes the second one from Noah Achuti, the senior from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. So the Monarchs will go with Battle and Thomas and Wiggins, Turner, and Scotty Hubbard to inbound the basketball with 4:55 to go in the half. 35-24 Old Dominion. Spear providing the defense into the front court. Comes Battle back to Thomas. 4:45 to go, turning clock. Monarchs attacking the bucket to our right.
And they're back in that 2-3 zone.
Left-hand side, Hubbard. Hubbard quickly back to Battle. Battle holds over the head. Who's going to help him? He goes to LJ, loses it off his foot. Turnover Old Dominion. Into the front court, Achuti brings it back to Spear. Snap pass to Fricks down lane. Lays it up and in. Can't get sloppy late in the half. It's 35-26 Old Dominion. Here's Battle. Can't get freaked out by the zone. Figure it out.
Well, they got to look to the high post or down to the baseline, Ted.
Hubbard penetrates, brings it back, 13 to shoot. They go to LJ on the left-hand side, puts it up, no good. He at least tried to get a layup out of the deal, but it wasn't good. And here comes Marshall. Achuti drives, throws it up, no good. Rebounds, back tap, comes to Jordan Battle. Battle has LJ ahead of the field, finds him. He hesitates and lays it in.
Really good pass ahead by Jordan again.
37-26 Old Dominion, 3:42 to go. Spear to Fricks, drives and lays it up and in. Nice two-man game there with.
Well, this game is really going up and down, Ted. The Monarchs need to really take control of what they're doing defensively more than anything else.
Marshall averages 80 a ball game. Here's Battle, doesn't take the long three. Downstairs, goes to Wiggins. Wiggins into the corner. Jared Turner fakes the three, goes back to Battle. Battle penetrates with 9 on the shot clock. Steps back, fires a three here. That's no good. Rebound, Hubbard battles Fricks for it, but Wyatt comes away with it for Marshall. Quickly ahead to Achuti. Right-hand side. Spears three is no good. Rebound, snake-like arms from Scotty Hubbard. He's fouled in the backcourt by Marshall's Hugie. And that'll bring us to the under 4 timeout. 3:02 to play in our first half. Monarchs playing well at home on this Wednesday. They lead at 37-28 on the ODU Sports Network.
ODU Global is as unique as you are. Whether it's day one,
All right, fans, it's time for Harry's Chicken Grocery Race.
we help you get the most.
Kid edition, and we got Carson in the black, and we have our man Matthew in the white.
The mix sound all right, Jack?
To see how fast they can run and bag up, aka put all the groceries into the basket. So they got all the down. You see this before, but it is now the kid edition. Carson, Matthew, you both ready? All right, get your chance to take off. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And they're up. And they're up. Okay, Carson is taking the rim of the shot.
15, 23, 25, 28. 14, 28, 35. Uh-oh. 5, 7, 21.
27. All right. I see you. I see you. Go, Carson. Go, Matthew. Go, Matthew. Keep going. Let's go. Give it the ball. Hustle. Kick it out.
Okay.
And the winner is Matthew taking home the W in the full race. Good job, guys. Good job. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Not a break. Congratulations, buddy. Give it up, everybody. Give it up, everybody.
Sports Radio 94.1.
Thank you.
First half action from Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Old Dominion leads Marshall 37-28, 3:02 to go in the half. Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf here. Jack Lowe in our Monarch Game Day studios in Virginia Beach. And Dennis, you got to be pleased with the way the Monarchs have come out here against one of the better teams, a 7-4 Sun Belt Conference record team.
Yeah, and really entertaining game so far, Ted. Both teams playing well. There's Monarchs have 37 points with 3 minutes left. This has been a very good offensive half.
We've had a power outage here that's delayed the game a couple of minutes in the early going. But the Monarchs have found electricity offensively and defensively in this first half. Thomas to the hole, lays it up with the right and in. He's got 8.
Well, he's powerful as he gets in the lane, Ted. That's a word that keeps coming in mind for me.
39-28 Old Dominion, 2:38 to go. Hollenbeck. Here's Hugie with the basketball. Burrowing through defenders, comes up and lays it up and in. They got the ball actually to Landon Joseph for a second field goal. Surprised that wasn't steps. 39-30 Old Dominion. Foul line, Casey Shaw goes to the elbow and fires from there, and that's off the rim. And then 10 points for Casey Shaw. Cal Swanton-Roger has 14 for Old Dominion, 8 for LJ Thomas. 41-30 Monarchs with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Spear against Scotty Hubbard. Crosses over. Downstairs for Fricks. Throws it out of bounds. Turnover for Marshall. That'll be their 6th of the half.
And the Monarchs have really guarded their ball screens well. They've reacted to the roll.
And they're out rebounding the Herd. 18-12 thus far. 1:50 to go in the half. Monarchs with the lead and the basketball, attacking the bucket to our right. LJ pointing to a Jared Turner screen. Jared gets the ball back. He'll hoist another three and hit another three. Jared Turner's second 3.5. He's got 6, and it's 44-30 ODU. 1:30 to play in the half. Off the foot of Spear, but he recovers. Finds Hugie with the basketball, gets it back to Jalen Spear. Now Fricks with the basketball between the circles. Deep on the right wing, and Hollenbeck's going to be fouled by Jared Turner. That'll be his second. Don't really want to see those things. But he was going for the aggressive steal, and it didn't happen.
You know, and the Monarchs have done a good job. Hollenbeck hasn't even come close to getting a shot off.
And they've matched their largest lead, Dennis, 44-30 with 1:20 to go after the mini Marshall run. Caleb Hollenbeck averages 6.5 points, inbounds it to Wyatt Fritz, their leading scorer at 14.5. Now Jalen Spear, he's also averaging 14.5. They go alley-oop to Fricks, who lays it in. Nice athletic move from Fricks.
Well, that was a good catch as he was being bodied.
65 seconds to go in the half, 44-32 Old Dominion. Here's Jordan Battle. Dribbling into the right-hand corner, brings it to Drew McKenna. He gets the ball to LJ, who's pointing out instructions. He takes it down the left side, draws the foul. The foul will go against Jalen Spear. And they'll put 20 seconds on the shot clock. Monarchs will inbound baseline left. That's the 16th foul against Marshall. And Mike Jones will call for time. I want to remind you that last game against Ohio, folks walked away with free nuggets from McDonald's. And McDonald's has a buckets for nuggets promotion. If ODU hits 6 3-pointers in tonight's game against Marshall, everybody in attendance and listening wins 6 free McNuggets with a $2 minimum purchase. All you have to do is download the McDonald's app to redeem. Keep listening during tonight's game to see if everybody wins. Everybody won last time. I believe I saw Dennis in the drive-thru at McDonald's late at night, but I cannot confirm that. But well worth your while to get that McDonald's app, and who knows, you might be a big winner with McDonald's buckets for nuggets.
I kept going consecutive days, Ted, and they had to explain to me I didn't understand the promotion.
One of my funniest signs ever I saw outside of McDonald's years ago. And I took a picture of it. Parking for drive-thru only. Parking. Think about that. Parking for drive-thru only. Obviously, they don't want to hold up the whole line if you've got a complicated order. That's why you've got the parking spot for that. I got a kick out of that. Here's Battle for 3. Yes, I got a kick out of that as well. Jordan from the left wing. He's on the board with his first points of the night. 47-32. Largest lead of the half is right now with 38 seconds to play in it. Landon Joseph gets to the left elbow, brings the ball back to Hugie. Hugie down the right-hand side, all the way to the hole, lays it in.
Now the Monarchs can get the last shot here, Ted.
And don't want to turn it over before then. 23 seconds to go in the half. Shot clock off. Jordan, LJ Thomas with the basketball. 17, 16, 15. He's just inside, yo-yoing the dribble, on the U of the ODU logo here at beautiful Chartway Arena. Monarchs lead at 47-34. Now we're down to 6 seconds. Thomas going to work against Landon Joseph. Gets to the foul line, rises, fires, no good. And that's going to do it for the half. Solid half for the Monarchs of Old Dominion University. Jumped out to an early lead. Marshall caught up with a 7-0 or 8-0 run, and the Monarchs were off to the races from there. And they'll go to the locker room with a 47-34 lead. Time for our view from the bench. Assistant coach Matt Hamilton. Have to love what you saw here, coach.
Yeah, it was pretty good. They came out ready to play, being physical, so we got to keep it up for the second half.
Defensively, what's so effective against this high-scoring herd?
We're switching it up a little bit. We've been working on switching up defenses and just being physical. If we're physical, then we're pretty good. So
last time you saw a blackout in a basketball game?
I don't think ever. So
appreciate it, coach.
Appreciate it.
Matt Hamilton joins us. Our view from the bench. It's halftime. Old Dominion leads Marshall 47-34, and this is the ODU Sports Network.
Let's welcome onto the court St. Gregory for a halftime scrimmage.
Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, lending with pride in the 757 since 1996. Centera, their mission is to improve health every day. Pepsi, that's what I learned. And ODU Global, solutions for where you are, education for where you want to go. ODU Global. Coming up at halftime, analysis and stats for the first half, plus out-of-town sports and more. The Monarch Basketball Halftime Report is next on the ODU Sports Network.
All right, Monarch fans, we got St. Gregory on the court right now. They're about to ball out for y'all. Green versus white with the layup, and it's in there. Number 20.
Old Dominion 47, Marshall 34.
Fiddle right now.
Dennis Monarchs haven't put up 47 and a half in a long time.
Make the last shot.
And it was, you look at the shooting percentages, Ted, they're fabulous. The assist to turnover ratio. You know, these last two games, Ted, are probably the way Mike Jones pictured the team was capable of playing before the season started.
The thing is, though, you're absolutely right. And this is what we can see. And you want to say, what if, but you can't. That's in the rearview mirror.
No, and you can only look at what you have currently in today's game and what you have ahead of you. And, you know, there's seemingly something that's happened with this team these last two games where they've come together, they're playing for each other in a way better manner, and they're following the game plan from what the coaches have laid out in a better manner.
Cal Swanton Rogers, 6 for 7 from the field, 14 points and a couple of rebounds. You know, we know he's one of the hardest workers around. But to see him get the payoff and see him finish and see his team benefit because of it has been wonderful.
Well, he's done a good job of catching the ball. The guys have really passed him the ball in positions that he could handle it, and you know, it's a terrific start for him.
It's halftime. Old Dominion 47, Marshall 34. We'll continue from Chartway Arena in a moment on the ODU Sports Network.
With the shot, all right. That was close, Mr. Davis. Colt Davis, number 45 with the shot. Back on to number 20, Jacob. 24.
Hold on, I'm not listening to you. I can't hear you. Hold on. I'm trying to do 1,000 other things.
4-2. Green 4, white 2. Just so you know, this is 4-on-4 right now, if you weren't counting. From deep, number 45. Woo! 5-4. Colt Davis with 3. All right, we're going down the court. What are you doing with the ball? What's he going to do with the ball? He's doing the ball. Uh-oh, taking it in. Solo mission. 5-4 still. White beats up. Up, with the rebound off the 35. Daniel bring the ball down off to number 25. Brody. 52 with the board. 52 with the board. 5-4, white team is up. Puts the blues on them. They all know how each other play. They play the same team, so it's always fun to see if they can scrimmage each other.
I have no idea where we are.
All right, call to the ball.
Where are we, Jack?
Position out.
Break 8. Thank you.
Got the offensive rebound. Out of bounds.
What did you say, Jack?
White team 5, green team
Correct.
4.
Thank you.
Take it to the house, y'all. Take it to the house.
10:40 on the clock. 10:40.
Pass the ball. Defense. I didn't see no foul. Nope, not at all. Wrist. 24 coming down. Off the knee. It's all good. White ball. Take the ball in.
And folks, we put the blue on here so I can recognize the halftime stats the rest of the game. Sunbelt Conference action on a Wednesday night at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Old Dominion leads at halftime 47-34. And Dennis, we've just been handed the halftime stats, running through them very quickly. Monarchs shooting 62% from the field. They're 3 for 5 from 3 and 2 for 5 from the foul line. Marshall's shooting 47% from the field. They're just 3 for 10 from 3 and 3 for 5 from the free throw line. Old Dominion out-rebounding Marshall 18-13. Monarchs have 12 assists on 21 made buckets. And I mentioned before, Cal Swanton Roger, 14 points, 2 rebounds. Casey Shaw, 10 points and an assist. LJ Thomas, 8 points and 4 assists. Jordan Battle, 3 points and 4 assists. What else jumps out at you?
Oh, well, I think those assist totals, really speak to the way this game has gone. You look at LJ and Jordan. You know, Jordan has 3 points, LJ has 8, but they've assisted on 8 baskets, and they've gotten Cal involved in a big way early, which is something that I know you and I had hoped would happen a little more frequently earlier in the season.
When we take a look at the Marshall scoring, their leading scorer, Wyatt Fricks, has 9 points, 8 for Noah Achuti, 8 for Jalen Spear, 4 for Blandon Joseph off the bench. But this is a team that averages about 80 a game. Monarchs held it to 34 and just 3 for 10 from 3-point range. That's pretty good.
Well, and clearly they're missing their big guy, and that guy has been a good player for them, and he didn't play the prior 2 games, and he's not playing in this game. But the Monarchs have had guys out all year at different times too, so you got to play with what you have.
Matt Van Gomen is a 7'4" grad student out of Utah, averaging 8 points and 7.5 rebounds for Marshall. Saw him before the ballgame. He's got his left foot in a boot, so he wasn't going to play. And they realized the biggest part of the season is Pensacola, and why mess around during a regular season game when you might be able to get him back to the tournament.
Absolutely, and I think they want to make sure he's healthy at the end when it matters. But I don't want to take away from anything the Monarchs have done, Ted. If he played or not, the Monarchs have the right amount of energy. Their defensive principles have been good, and they're sharing the ball. So it's a very good first half. So let's wipe this away and win the second half.
Old Dominion 47, Marshall 34. It is halftime. Still to come. We've got a special guest. We've got Jack Lowe with a look at the scores and much more. And this is the ODU Sports Network.
2, 1. At the buzzer, the green team picks up the W. 8-7. Good job, guys. Good job. Tristan Gonzalez with the game-winning shot. Give it up for everybody. Give it up for St. Greg's, everybody.
Monarch fans, join us on February 14th at 3:30 p.m. for Senior Day, where Georgia State Panthers take on your ODU Monarchs. Get your tickets now at ODUsports.com.
So you're
All kids 12 and under, be sure to join Big Blues Kids Club today for just $40. Receive a welcome bag and free admission to every home 2026 baseball game this season. Register with the QR code on the video board.
West 25th Street in Norfolk, in the heart of the railroad district. For all the details, go to visionpig.norfolk.com and nobody parties like the pig.
damn. You guys getting hot.
Oh. Good.
This is your flagship home for the ODU Sports Network, Sports Radio 93.1.
It is halftime. Old Dominion and Marshall in Sunbelt. Oh, look.
Oh. No one can say we don't have fun.
Heavens no. And no one can ever question our maturity levels. You folks try this. We realize this isn't like the red panda or frisbee chasing dogs or anything, but come on, that's pretty neat. You get what you pay for, right?
Usually the performer does not critique himself to the audience, but nonetheless.
Do you realize how important this whole scene is to your life and your existence? It's incredible, isn't it? You see the vice president? Okay, thank you.
Nobody better than him.
Tonight's second half mark brought to you by Centerra.
Monarchs start with the basketball in a 47-34 lead, moving now right to left towards the world's largest naval base. At Alexander Dennis Wolf here, Chartway Arena. Casey Shaw at the top, leans over against Fricks, takes him down the right-hand side. Burrows brings it back to Battle. His long three is good for Jordan Battle. That's his second three of the day. He's got 6, and the Monarchs have their largest lead, 50-34.
And Ted, that's one of those patient plays where Casey didn't force up a bad shot.
Hollenbeck gets it to Spear. Spear, right elbow, brings it back to Fricks. Fricks takes it down the right side, running one-hander, no good. Rebound slapped around, grabbed by Cal Swanton Rogers. Quickly to Jordan Battle. Jordan pointing directions to Casey Shaw. Sends him through the middle. Here's the pass to the left-hand side. L.J. Thomas back to Jordan. Battle with the much taller Eric Harding in front of him. Jordan stops, and he pops, and it doesn't drop, and the long rebound is grabbed, and losing it out of bounds is Jalen Spear because of the pressure from Jordan Battle. Bad shot selection, but he followed his shot and forced Spear to kick it out of bounds.
Well, you know, and I have this other thought, Ted. Marshall's got two guys out here in Hollenbach and Harding who've done virtually nothing so far in this game.
And there's a foul on Jalen Spear. That'll be his second. It's 19:02, not the best start of the second half for the Thundering Herd. Monarchs 50, Marshall 34. L.J. Thomas, Cal Swanton Roger, Zach Wiggins, Casey Shaw, Jordan Battle starting the second half for Mike Jones and Old Dominion. Thomas looking, snaps it into Wiggins between the circles. He hands it back to LJ, who goes counterclockwise down the right-hand side, brings it back to Wiggins, left-hand side. Casey Shaw will fire and will miss. Offside rebound grabbed by Spear. Spear to Hollenbeck.
Just a foot out of his range, Ted.
Yep, that's the three-pointer. He's like 2 for 21 this year. Into the corner, Hollenbeck catches, shoots, hits, and he's fouled by Casey. And that's the last thing you can have happen.
Well, and I probably jinxed us because I said Hollenbach hadn't done anything. Now he makes a three-pointer and has a chance for a 4-point play.
I'm not sure whose error was worth there, you or KC. I'll give it to KC. Can't foul him.
By a mile, Ted.
Hollenbeck now, who hadn't scored a point in the first half, will go for a 4-point play here at the 18:44 mark. The free throw is good. And it's a 50-38 ball game. Headman pass coming right to us. Yes, who wants the who needs the basketball here?
It's really not a good idea.
That?
Not a good idea to give you props, Ted.
I was saving your life, Dennis.
No, I would have reacted myself, Ted, if I was in danger.
All right. Here's L.J. Thomas. One bounce to Cal at the top. He had 14 in the first half. Picks up the dribble, hands it back to KC. KC with Harding in front of him. Takes him to the left elbow. Now backs it up. Now stops and starts. Into the corner. Wiggins. He's open for three. Good. Zach Wiggins. His first points of the game increased the Monarchs' lead to 53-38. 18-13 to play. Achuti with the basketball. Now to Spear. Spear, top of the circle. Gets a screen from Harding. Gets to the right elbow to Spear. Now to Hollenbeck. He'll fire again. This one's no good. Rebound Jordan Battle. Behind his back into the front court. 17:57 to go. Monarchs in control at this point at home. Battle feeds Shaw on the right blocks. Jordan feeds to Cal. Cal lays it up no good, but he's fouled. Boy, pocket passing like they were picking.
Well, and a patience across the board. Two guys not forcing up shots that they would have forced up 2 weeks ago, and they end up getting Cal to the foul line.
And 2 weeks ago, Dennis, those passes wouldn't have been as accurate if their feet or just offline and creating bumbling and stumbling. But here, it creates a free throw shooting opportunity for Cal Swanton Roger off the foul from Harding. It's his second, and Swanton Rogers on the free throw line. First one's good. 15 points for Cal Swanton Roger. The lead back to 16, 54-38. 17:50 to go. Quickly coming in for the first time is Kai Spears, a 6'3", 175-pound redshirt junior from Pittsburgh, a transfer from Alabama, averages 1.8 points a game. And Cornelius Jackson's hoping he's going to give the Herd a spark here. Cal misses the second one, and Fricks has the rebound. That man pass to Spears, right-hand baseline. Boy, that's not a traveling to slip, slide away. Look like he's in Milana. Left-hand side, taking it to the hole, layup, no, but he's fouled by Cal, who's just got his third.
Yeah, and that's not
foul.
good, Ted.
They do give you a little bit of slipping and sliding, but I thought that was a bit much. But meanwhile, it's a two-shot foul for Noah Achuti. Achuti, 8 points, 2 for 2 from the line. First one, Rick, no good. 17:39 to go. The lead remains 16 for ODU. Cal out. Jared Turner in for Mike Jones. Monarchs have a 21-15 rebounding advantage. Achudi's second foul shot. This one rolls around and through for his 9th point, and it's 54-39. Full court pressure from the Herd. You've got Achudi guarding KC Shaw. Puts his head down, gets up into the front court on the right-hand side. Now uses the left-hand dribble to get to the center of the floor, and Achudi's going to be called for the personal foul as he went for the wraparound steal. Got some ball, but got some KC as well. 13th foul.
I'm always somewhat amazed that when guys are arguing like this after they clearly reached in and fouled them.
Here's LJ down the right-hand side, gets to the block, using the left-hand dribble against Spear, turns, fires off glass for 2. LJ Thomas into double figures, and it's 56-39. Largest lead of the night comes with 17-13 to play. Monarchs force another turnover. Wiggins has it to LJ. LJ into the right-hand corner. Here's Battle, snap pass, tapped out of bounds by Wyatt Frick, saving the layup for KC Shaw.
You know, if this pace keeps up, Ted, the Monarchs are going to score 100 points tonight. Just remember when I predicted things before, Ted, and they've proven to be true.
Inbounds pass comes to Jared Turner. He's in the left-hand corner. Backs up, stops, takes a 3. That's no good. Not sure about that shot at all. Can't get goofy here with a big lead. Spears on the right-hand side. Drives, pass deflected out of bounds by Wiggins. 16:54 to play. 56-39 Old Dominion. Hated that shot from Jared Turner.
Well, you can't shoot a 3 backing up like that the way he shoots them.
Achudi brings it in. Gets the ball back. Layup good. 11 points for Noah Achudi. 56-41. Old Dominion leading Marshall here in Norfolk. Thomas into the front court. It's a screen from Turner. Now he waves it off. Goes to Jared on the left-hand wing. Dribble hand off to Jordan Battle at the top of the circle. Guarded by Achudi. Battle backs it up. Gets to the foul line. Spins in the lane. He's about to force something. Forces something. Way off the mark. Thought he got a foul. He always does. Didn't happen. Marshall another possession. And this is how you get yourself back in the ballgame. Stupid shot selection. Here we go. Achudi on the left-hand elbow. Steps back. This is the wing 3. Good. Oh, come on, Dennis. I'm starting to worry. 56-44 Old Dominion. Wiggins into the front court to the left.
Well, that's where your prediction with the bad shot selection leads to a 3.
And here's Thomas against Spears, man-to-man. Takes him down the right-hand side. Throws it up and in, and he's fouled, and it counts. That helps. That's a salve. That's a bomb. And the Monarchs lead at 58-44 with 15:57 to go. Timeout on the floor. Monarchs by 14 with LJ Thomas looking for the end one when we return to Chartway Arena. This is Monarch basketball on the ODU Sports
All right,
Network.
Monarch fans, it is time for the nasty bench move of the game, Kids edition. And we got my man Zach in the black shirt.
Again, we've seen Mr. Hyde. He's knocked on the door a couple of times.
We're going to have a few seconds to break it down.
Dr. Jekyll got right back in.
Right,
and
right.
ultimately see who's going to take home the win tonight. Big Blue is going to be our judge.
Folks, you want to know why we're crazy?
All right, Zach, you ready to go in? You got the Spider-Man black shirt on, and Lucian's in the red shirt. All right, you're going to start dancing and breaking it down.
You can do it with the red pen, too.
2, 1,
Can you do it with 2 pens at once?
No. Never been done with 2 pens at once.
Going in. They break dancing. Zach got the moves. Lucian's
Look at this.
break dancing, too. They're rocking and rolling.
And I'd bring up the charges.
Uh-oh. I think this is a tie so far.
Can you do this?
10 seconds to go. Uh-oh, they're breaking it back down to the 80s. All they need to see the
That was a no.
cardboard. They're doing the same thing. All right, 5, 4, break it down, guys. 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Give it up for Zach. Give it up for Lucian, everybody. Big Blue, it is on you to choose who's taking home the win tonight.
I'm sorry, what?
Drum roll, please.
Oh,
and the
quick
winner
hands, man.
is Big Blue's choosing you. Give it up
That
for
goes
Lucian,
as a saved
everybody.
life.
To be fair, they're
I
both
saved your life.
tonight. High five and talk about sportsmanship. I love it. And they're both taking home swag from our friends.
Fans,
over
make
at
your next ODU visit unforgettable at Spring Hill Suites by Marriott, the only hotel right on campus. Guests enjoy exclusive alumni and family discounts, complimentary breakfast, on-site dining at Monarch Recovery Sports Grill. For group bookings, event space, or special ODU weekends, call Spring Hill Suites at 757-423-4100 and ask for Naomi in sales. Old Dominion 58, Marshall 44, 15:57 to play. When we come back, LJ Thomas will be on the free throw line looking to complete the three-point play. Monarchs thus far from the foul line, just 3 for 7.
This is going to continue to be an up and down game, Ted. That's how Marshall plays. You know, so you're going to have to maintain your focus and continue to make good plays.
Look at that. That's a problem.
LJ Thomas.
You know when your computer that you have everything running off says low battery and your connection to the power is buried deep in your briefcase? No? Well, that's what I'm going through right now as LJ steps to the line. Hopefully it'll last till next time out and we'll get this taken care of. Free throw, good. LJ Thomas with 13 points, and the Monarchs' lead is 59-44. Hubbard, Thomas, Turner, Wiggins, and Shaw on the board, or on the defense, not playing any as Ashuti goes right past everybody for another layup. He's got 16, and it's 59-46.
Now, Kai Spears is someone that played a little bit earlier in the season. I don't know whether he was hurt or not. I hadn't seen him in recent games at all.
And here's Casey Shaw, burrows past Spears and puts it up with the right. No, but he's fouled.
Yeah, and he's not capable of guarding KC when he's getting in the lane like that.
So 2 free throws for Casey Shaw.
Would you like me to take over the play-by-play, Ted?
Well, just say some interesting things in a row.
Okay, I will. Here, KC's going to the free throw line. He's going to make 2, put us back up 15. Half of my prediction came true. The Monarchs want to buckle down on defense, Ted. They don't want to be in a position where they're trading baskets here.
Are you to tell us what happened there, Dennis?
He made both free throws, Ted. I thought you just knew that. I predicted that. Now we have Donovan Raymond in for Jared Turner.
And we've got the power hooked up to our system. We're back in the hunt, people. Back in the hunt. Thank you, Dennis. What just happened? Casey Shaw, 2 free throws. He's got 12 points.
And now the Monarchs go to a little bit of a 2-3 zone here.
They lead at 61-46. Here's Spear, right elbow. Brings it back to Fricks. A right wing 3. Rainbow swish for Wyatt Fricks. That's his first 3 of the night. He's got 12 points.
Well, and that's a very smooth-looking shot for a 6'10 guy.
61-49, Old Dominion, with 15 minutes to play here at Chartway Arena. Monarchs 4-8 in the league. Marshall 7-4. Here's Zach Wiggins. Straight away 3 for Zach is good. What a look right there. Wiggins makes him pay. He's got 6 and it's 64-49.
And just a really good look by LJ.
Spears loops it over to Spear. And they go back to Fricks, who's wide open. Raymond fell asleep at the switch right there, and it's an easy jam for Wyatt Fricks. He's got 14, and it's 64-51. You're right about the trading buckets. Monarchs shooting 60%, Marshall 53%. Marshall the top team in the league, and we've got a foul there on Spears.
Spears is going to foul out in 3 minutes here in the second half.
14:21 to play, and he will lead. Boy, he picked up 3 quick ones. Didn't play a second in the first half. Jared Turner in, Donovan Raymond out. He'll join LJ Thomas, Scotty Hubbard, KC Shaw, and Jordan Battle on the floor for Mike Jones. Bring it into Turner, hands it back to LJ. LJ waves KC out of the right-hand corner. Pushes off a little bit, does LJ. Now he takes it into the paint, brings it back to Battle. Battle left-hand corner, Turner. Turner guarded by Dubinsky. Dribbles out of there with 8 to shoot. Not much going on. 5 to shoot. LJ's going to have to go to work. Leans in, pushes off. Jump shot, no good. No one's there. Bad possession. Here comes Marshall. Landed Joseph. Joseph, who played the defense, now into the front court to our right. Hands to Ricks. His three-pointer's no good. Casey Shaw, the rebound for Old Dominion. Bullet dodged for the Monarchs. See if they can get a better shot this time around. KC blows past Dubinsky and misses the layup. Fricks the rebound for Marshall. Fricks into the front court, dribbling at 6'10", goes to Spear, into the corner. Atsui takes it to the hole, layup good. Atsui, I should say, he's got 18, and it's 64-53. Full court pressure from the Herd. They bring it into Hubbard, guarded by Atsui.
And they're not going to stop playing, Ted. As I've beaten to death, the Monarchs are going to continue to have to make good plays.
And here's the pass to KC Shaw. Monarchs need to take it easy here with 13:10 to play. Shaw down the lane against Fricks, waits, layup good. Casey Shaw, the patient one right there. He lays it in. He's got 14 and it's 66-53. Under 13 to play. Monarchs trying to weather a Marshall storm here in Norfolk in the 33rd meeting between these two. Joseph stops and starts, goes to Dubinsky. Back left-hand wing. Joseph takes the three, gets a lane to the hoop, reverse layup, way off the mark. The rebound, it's on the floor, and it's knocked out by the thundering herd Old Dominion basketball with 12:43 to go. And Rico Helms, who got 3 minutes of action in the first half and was effective, will come in to give L.J. Thomas a breather.
Well, and I think he's just going to give him a breather heading up to the next meteor. And the Monarchs scored a break there, Ted. That was a terrible closeout by Jared in the corner there, and fortunately just threw up a crazy shot.
Full court pressure. Jordan Battle will inbound against the defensive efforts of Caleb Hollenbach. Looking, bring it into Hubbard in the right-hand corner, guarded by Joseph. Man-to-man. Scotty puts his head down, and he's about to lose the basketball, and he's going to get tied up, and the ball is going to go to Marshall. Nobody was helping him, Dennis. You got to move the ball.
Well, he's not a ball handler in the backcourt. That someone needed to come to him. Jordan Battle or Rico needed to come and get the ball.
They left him out on an island, and they turned it over. 12:33 to go, 66-53 Old Dominion. Monarchs have led most of the way here on this Wednesday at Chartway. They'll play Georgia State Saturday afternoon at 3:30 in the same building. Looping pass comes into Hollenbeck, guarded by KC Shaw. Dribbles, hands the ball off now to Joseph. Joseph guarded by Turner. Back to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck, a screen from Ricks, who rolls to the hole. Lands, layup, no, but he's fouled. Fouled by Scotty Hubbard, and that'll be free throws for Marshall.
Scotty Hubbard.
First personal on Hubbard. And it'll be free throws for Wyatt Fricks. And Fricks today is 1 for 3 from the stripe. He's got 14 points and 9 rebounds. He averages 14 and 5. Toward the bucket to our right. First foul shot. Good. We'll get one more. Monarchs need to keep the composure, keep it together. This is a Marshall team that's one of the best in the league. They score in bunches. Second free throw, swish. 16 for Fricks, 66-55 Monarchs. KC snaps it into Helms. Helms looking against the two-man double team. Loops it over to Shaw. Shaw into the front court to our left. Now the Monarchs go to work offensively as we head toward the 12-minute mark. Old Dominion by 11. Zone again. Back and forth they go. Helms in the middle of the circle. Jared Turner now. Left-hand side KC. Fakes the pass into the corner. Penetrates, fades, fires, misses. That's a forced shot. Fricks the easy rebound. Fell right in his lap. Fricks now into the front court. Left-hand side. This is Spear. Spear to Fricks. The layup, no, but he's fouled by Turner. And that's going to be Jared Turner's third personal foul. We're going to have more free throws for Fricks, who's getting into the rhythm. 11:49 to play at Chartway Arena. Things are going to get interesting. Believe me. Don't touch the dial. Old Dominion 66, Marshall 55 on the ODU Sports Network.
All right, Monarch fans, it's now time for our free throw contest. Our contestants, we got Langston.
Dennis, thank you for the play-by-play. The power is restored to the laptop. But the problem is Marshall 6 of their last 8.
And, you know, it's compounded by the ill-advised shots that the Monarchs have started taking.
Well, those are the bad Monarchs. We've talked about them before. When they're patient and move the ball around, it makes it harder for the defense, and therefore you get better shots.
Well, you know, they should be able to see the results of when they go in and have some patience and make extra passes. When you go into traffic and you're taking acrobatic off-balance shots, those are a problem.
20 seconds to go. 1-1.
Monarchs again, 12 assists on 21 made buckets in the first half. They've got 3 assists on 6 made buckets. So not bad in the second half. Just have to turn up the D a little bit.
2, 1. Woo! And the winner tonight is Langston Raven 4. Good job, man. Good job.
One of the things to keep an eye on here, Ted, is that both Swat and Roger and Jared Turner each have 3 fouls.
Thank you. We're looking around to see where you're at, everybody. Look up on the big screen. We see you dancing. You better jam if you're trying to win a prize from our friends. Oh, we love you too. Love and hugs, right? Y'all better dance. Cameraman, let's find some no dancers.
Fans, the Monarchs are 6 for 10 from beyond the arc. That's right. McDonald's has buckets for nuggets for you. That's right. They've hit 6 3-pointers in tonight's game. Everybody in attendance and listening wins 6 free McNuggets with a $2 minimum purchase. All you have to do is download the McDonald's app to redeem. So redeem that McDonald's app. $2 minimum purchase. You get 6 free McNuggets in the McDonald's buckets for nuggets promotion. Old Dominion 6-4-11 from beyond the arc. 11:49 to play. 66-55. Monarchs lead Marshall, their largest lead. Let me do the math here. It was 17. It was 56-39. So Marshall, who's hit 6 of their last 8 shots, getting back into it. And they're causing some foul problems, too. Dennis just mentioned it. Jared Turner and Cal Swanton Roger each with 3 personal fouls. Wyatt Bricks back to the line. He'll get 2.
Get loud right about now.
He's got a double-double with 16 and 10, trying to add to that point total. Misses the first. He'll get 1 more.
Do it again.
It's always interesting to me, Ted, someone with as softer touch as he has isn't more of an automatic free throw shooter.
Trying to cut the Monarch lead to 10 with 11:49 to go. He doesn't. Short with that one. Turner the rebound for ODU. Gets it to L.J. Thomas. A one-man press from Landon Joseph. Gets the ball to K.C. Shaw. K.C. to Turner. Back to K.C. Now to L.J. between the circles. L.J. drifts to the right-hand side to battle at the top. Holds over the head. Goes to the foul line. Awful pass picked off by Landon Joseph. Joseph gets the ball to Dubinsky in the right-hand corner. This is a 3 from Spears, and it's good. Spear has another 3, and the lead is 66-58.
And these guys are back in the game now, Ted.
Yep. Battle. Brings the ball back to LJ. Monarchs now with 5 turnovers led to 11 points for Marshall. They go into that zone again, the Thundering Herd, with 11:05 to go. Here's LJ, and he's going to pull up for an 8-footer. That rattles out, no good. Fricks, no one's downstairs to try and rebound it. He grabs another. No wonder he's got 11 boards. Here's Spear, right-hand side. Goes to Dubinsky at the top. They work counterclockwise. Now get the ball to Joseph, who's coming the other way. Joseph burrows to the left-hand block, turns, fades, fires, and no good. Rebound snatched or tapped by Shaw over to Scotty Hubbard. He's fouled by Caleb Hollenbach, and that's going to be 1-and-1 time for Scotty Hubbard. 17 foul on Marshall, 10:42 to go, 66-58 to score. And Monarch fans, Food Line is the proud sponsor of the Score to Give More program. For each free throw the Monarchs make in tonight's game, Food Line will donate 100 meals to a local area food bank. Thus far, Old Dominion from the stripe, 6 for 10. Scotty Hubbard steps to the foul line for the first time tonight. He's got 2 points and 4 rebounds. First free throw, good. And he'll get 1 more. Game began with a power outage about a minute and a half in. Crazy since then, with the Monarchs playing very well. Second free throw, no good. So Hubbard goes 1 for 2. It's 67-58 Old Dominion, 10:35 to go. Into the front court comes Jalen Spear, grad student out of Gainesville, Florida. He's got it on the left wing, puts his head down, penetrates, goes to Joseph on the right wing, fakes the 3, gets to the elbow, gets up in the air, goes to Dubinsky on the left corner. He dribbles out of there with 10 to shoot. Dubinsky, guarded by Turner, brings it back to Joseph, right-hand side Spear, fakes right, goes left, looking for a shot, goes to Hollenbeck. His wing 3 is no good. The long rebound comes down to L.J. Thomas, but he's going to fumble the ball away to Dubinsky. They're going to tie him up. We've got a jump ball. Monarchs will get it. You got to hold on to the loose balls, people.
Well, good hustle both ways, and I thought a good job by the officials to not give them the timeout there, Ted.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Team Monarch partner Centera. At Centera, we improve health every day by providing health plan members with quality, cost-effective health care. For costs and complete details of coverage, visit CenteraHealthPlans.com. L.J. Thomas, Jordan Battle, Jared Turner, K.C. Shaw, Scotty Hubbard on the floor, attacking the basket to our left with a 67-58 lead, heading toward the midway point of this second half. Monarchs 4-8 in Sun Belt play. Marshall 7-4. Thomas battle. Turner on the left. Back to Jordan straight away. Hoists a long three. That's way off the mark. Rebound comes down to Bricks. He's got 12 now. He puts it right toward us. I've got more touches than.
And I need to let you stop.
I'm making plays. That's all. I'm making plays here, Dennis.
I think you've made plays your entire life, Ted.
Monarch basketball. 9:40 to go. Here's Thomas to the right elbow. Burrows to the right baseline. Takes the jumper and hits it. L.J. Thomas with 15, and the lead is 69-58. Can the Monarchs weather this mid-half storm from Marshall? And that's a foul from L.J. Plows into Joseph. That'll be the 15th foul on the Monarchs.
And that's the last thing we want to do, Ted. We're in good shape. Guard them without fouling.
9:24 to play. Old Dominion 69, Marshall 58. Joseph has the basketball between the circles. Guarded man-to-man by L.J. Thomas. Stops, gets a screen from Fricks, who rolls to the hole. Joseph to the foul line. Brings it back to Davinsky. Davinsky straight away. Now drifts to the left-hand wing. Hands it back to Frisk. 10 to shoot for Marshall. Dribble handoff to Spear. Spear alley-oop to Fricks, and he doesn't lay it in.
And Cal got his fourth foul.
Cal comes in for 5 seconds and has to force Fricks to the free throw line with a fourth personal foul.
16 foul.
You keep him in there and just ride him?
No.
Jared Turner off Mike Jones' bench. A great start for Cal Swanton Roger with 14 in the first half.
I think it's a good thought, Ted, but there's way too much time left.
Fricks to the line where he missed his last two. This one's good. He's got 17, 18 for Noah Achuti, 11 for Jalen Spear. For the Monarchs, 15 for Cal Swanton Roger, 15 for L.J. Thomas, 14 for K.C. Shaw, 6 for Zach Wiggins, 6 for Jared Turner. Fricks now to cut the lead to single digits. He's got it. 69-60 Old Dominion, 9:05 to go. Can the Monarchs keep their wits about them against this relentless Marshall pressure? Joseph guarding Thomas. LJ with the ball in between the circles. They settle back into this 1-2-2 zone.
And you'd like to see KC get in the middle near the free throw line where he's been able to make a lot of plays.
Thomas back to Turner. Turner will hoist a three. That's too strong, and the rebound comes down to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck to Spears. And he's into the front court, moving left to right. Black uniforms with the white and green trim. Chest pass to Davinsky. Davinsky keeps the basketball, gets a screen at the elbow. Alley-oop to Fricks. Layup good, and he's fouled. Oh, the reverse layup as he's fouled. Pushed under the hoop, laid it up and in. And Marshall's rolling here in Norfolk right now. Wiggins will pick up the personal. That is his first. It's 69-62. Plenty of time for disaster here in Norfolk as Fricks stands on the free throw line again. He's 5 for 9. Now for the and one. K.C. Shaw, Jared Turner box out on the lane here. Free throw, good. 21.
And this is as close as Marshall's been probably since the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, Ted.
Shaw looking, calls a timeout. Monarchs bumbling and stumbling. 8:30 to play. Old Dominion's lead was at 1.17. It's now down to 6. Oh, the paper cuts. Mom, give me a Band-Aid stat. Back to Chartway Arena in a moment on the ODU Sports Network. Well, Dennis, what do you think?
I still think we're in good shape, Ted.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. If someone had said, hey, you're going to be up 6 with 8:30 to play, you take that.
I would agree with that. What's concerning
Well, there are 100 things that are concerning.
Well, I'll get to what I was going to say was concerning is that we've played poorly for the last 7 or 8 minutes here, and we've allowed them totally back in the game now. And when you've done it like we've done it with this group all year, you can almost sense the change in momentum, and that's what's concerning.
Well, especially when you add to that concern the 4 fouls for Cal Swanton Roger.
Well, and the shot selection with him out, it hasn't been good. And this zone that Marshall's gone into has really slowed down the Monarchs offensively.
But you mentioned KC solving the zone earlier this season by cutting and getting the ball to the foul line and turning and making jumpers from there.
Marshall's done a good job, though, Ted. They're very conscious of when he's going into the free throw area, and they're dropping one of the wings in there with him.
Monarch basketball and second half adjustments brought to you by Bon Secours. Visit bonsecours.com to learn more. All right, Dennis, let's make some adjustments fast. The 17-point lead is down to 6.
Well, if they stay in that zone, you got to somehow work it into the high post. But the alternative to that, Ted, is if they're working so hard to take that away, you got to go down to the short corner. And it has looked to me that there's room available behind the zone, and they need to look to Zach Wiggins or Hubbard or whoever's down in that area.
8:31 to go. Possession arrow favors Marshall. Each team has 17 fouls. Marshall with 3 timeouts remaining. Mike Jones has 2 remaining. Casey Shaw, L.J. Thomas, Zach Wiggins, Jared Turner, and Scotty Hubbard on the floor for Old Dominion. No Robert Davis, no Ben Macy for Old Dominion tonight. And Casey had to call the timeout because he couldn't get the ball in after a made bucket. He's going to try and do the same thing right here. Brings it into Wiggins. Wiggins back to KC. Where's the ball handler? Comes to Wiggins on the near side. Back to KC. Again, back to Wiggins there in the front court. Now they'll go to LJ and see if they can work against this zone. You've got KC setting screens. Now LJ on the right-hand foul line extended. Backs it up a bit, goes to Zach at the top of the circle. Left-hand wing, Jared Turner. Turner quickly back to LJ. 8 to shoot for Old Dominion, leading by 6. LJ takes it to the left elbow. Turns downstairs for KC. 3 to shoot. He better fire something up. He does. It's blocked. Shot clock violation. 8 minutes to go. Marshall ball. Down 6.
Well, all that extra spinning in there, Ted, just ate up the possession.
8 minutes to go. There's a timeout on the floor, and the Monarchs have a 69-63 lead. Can they hold on and get their biggest league win lately? They're all big, folks, when you're 4-8 in Sun Belt Conference play. Can they hold on? The answer coming up on the ODU Sports Network.
Courtesy of the Dirty Buffalo.
The best defense starts with a strong offense.
All right, fans, who wants a T-shirt? Courtesy of Chartway Credit Union. You want a T-shirt? That T-shirt can go. They got more for you. They got more. It's pretty accurate too. Taking a ball there. Oh, look at that. That was skilled right there. Oh! Let go. ODU. They do got the t-shirt. Y'all want to hands up. Let's bring it back, y'all. Let's bring it back, y'all. Come on. Oh! You let go. ODU.
8 minutes to go in a pretty darn good Sun Belt Conference men's basketball game. Old Dominion 69, Marshall 63. Today's contest is presented by ODU Global. ODU Global, solutions for where you are, education for where you want to go. Ted Alexander, Dennis Wolf, here courtside. Jack Lowe in our Monarch Game Day studios in Virginia Beach. Monarchs trying to hold on and play better ball against this relentless Marshall defense.
And they're going to pressure them in the backcourt, Ted, which probably isn't a bad idea as long as they don't foul them.
or give up easy ones at the other end. Joseph gets the ball to Jalen Spear. Spear into the front court, guarded by the taller Jared Turner. Gets past Jared like he's standing still, all the way to the hole, lays it in. Where's the defense there? Horrible defense there. Got past Turner and Hubbard.
Well, the weak side defense was nowhere to be seen, Ted.
Other than the weak. 69-65, Old Dominion, 7:35 to go. Here's Turner to Wiggins into the left-hand corner. Hubbard has the basketball, and he steps on the sideline. The Monarchs are imploding right before our very eyes.
Well, they're getting guys in some positions with the ball, Ted, that they're not used to being in those spots.
A 2-minute, 3-second scoring drought. Marshall's gone on a 7-0 run to cut a 17-point lead to 4. 7.5 to go. Clock's turning. Marshall with the basketball. Spear crosses over on Thomas on the left wing, goes to low blocks. This is Wyatt Fricks against Jared Turner. Shot fake, good defense, brings it back outside to Spear. Jalen Spear, 14 to shoot, top of the circle, goes to Fricks. Long three, good. Wyatt Fricks has 24, and Marshall's right back in this thing. It's 69-68 with 7 minutes to go. Thomas, headman pass to Shaw. Battle back to KC, who lays it in. Great look from Battle, who's got the assist glasses on, and it's 71-68 Monarchs. 6:45 to go. Here's Spear. Foul line extended right side. Quick snaps it to Dubinsky. Catches, fires, hits. That ties the ball game. Dubinsky's second three. He's got 6.
And that's all he does, Ted. You got to be closer to him. You can't be trailing that far behind.
New ball game. 6.5 to decide it here in Norfolk. Old Dominion 71, Marshall 71. Here's Thomas at the top. They're in this 3-2 zone again. Hubbard back to Thomas. Puts it on the deck, gets past Joseph, turns, looking for cutters, goes into the corner. Jared Battle for 3, short, no good. Rebound, Jared Turner. Into the corner he goes. Push pass, kick-wise to Casey Shaw. To Battle at the top. Battle, drive, dishes into the corner. A 3 from Jared is good.
And a great job by Jordan.
Battle with assist after assist. The Monarchs are back in front, 74-71. 5:49 to play in Norfolk. Spear stops and starts against Casey Shaw's man-to-man. Gets past him, takes it down the side, and rolls it in. Spear has 15, and it's 74-73 Old Dominion.
And we've really loosened up defensively, Ted. We got to somehow get back the intensity we had earlier in the game.
5.5 to go. Shaw between the circles. Push past the right-hand side to Thomas. Thomas gets a screen from Jared Turner. LJ spins on Joseph, fires. That's good, and he's fouled, and it counts. Joseph wants to take a look at the replay. That's not going to happen. LJ for the and one opportunity with the Monarchs up 3. 5:18 to go. It's 76-73. LJ tonight is, let's see, 1 for 1 from the stripe. He'll get 1. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists for LJ Thomas. Trying to make it a 2-possession game with 5:18 to go. Up with the right hand, good. 18 for Thomas, 77-73 Old Dominion. Monarchs now playing some defense against Jalen Spear.
And they're back in the 2-3 zone now, Ted.
Joseph and Spear working the perimeter, now the left wing. Joseph.
You have to know who the shooters are here.
Dubinsky goes to Fricks. Foul line extended, left-hand side, throws it up with the right hand, around the rim, no good. Jared Turner, another rebound.
And a good contest, though, by Jared without fouling.
Good point, Dennis. 4:49 to go, 77-73. Old Dominion with the lead in the basketball. Battle against Fricks. Gets in the lane, has it knocked away, goes into the corner. Jared for 3, no good. Offside rebound comes down to Spear. Spear gets the ball to Hollenbeck. Left-hand side, Joseph. Joseph gets fouled beforehand. No, they are not going to give him the continuation. It'll be 2 shots for Caleb Hollenbeck.
I'm not sure, Ted. He may have counted that.
Cornelius Jackson certainly asking for that to be the case. Well, hold it. They're going to give him the...
Yeah, they gave him the basket.
Gave him the basket. Oh, my. Here's the free throw. Good. 3-point play for Joseph. Let me get to his page.
And that's one of the rule emphasis this year, Ted, that I'm not sure I entirely agree with. I mean, that's kind of an NBA thing, and
I don't like it.
Well, and I don't think it's judged correctly by these NCAA officials.
4:34 to go, 77-76. Marshall's hit 6 of their last 7. And we've got a barn burner here at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Tonight's contest, Old Dominion and Marshall, presented by Team Monarch partner Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group. It's your home. Own it. Choose the team that's been lending with pride in the 757 for nearly 30 years. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group is the official mortgage company of ODU Athletics. We're back with another doubleheader for you on Saturday afternoon, Valentine's Day. It's going to be a special day here at Chartway Arena. It's the Town Bank Royal Rivalry women's style. Old Dominion, James Madison at 1 o'clock. We'll be on the air with Matt Hatfield and Shonda DeBerry with the Dakota pregame show at 12:30. And then at 3:30, it's Old Dominion versus Georgia State. At halftime, Ronnie Valentine's number 42 jersey will be retired. It's Alumni Day, and it is Senior Day. All happening Saturday, Valentine's Day, here at Chartway Arena. L.J. Thomas into the front court. Gets the ball to Jared Turner now. 18 to shoot, 4:20 to play. Monarchs by 1. Thomas looking at that zone that's lined up at the top of the arc. He's between the circles on the O of ODU. Passes to Scotty Hubbard. Back to L.J. L.J. working to Jared Turner. Now to the foul line. KC Shaw turns and fires. That's the shot you want, but he bricked it from the free throw line, and Marshall has the uncontested board. Dubinsky hands it to Spear. Spear, a screen from Fricks. Frees him up for 3. Good. Jalen Spear puts Marshall in front, 79-77 with 3:45 to go.
You have to credit them for fighting back here, Ted, and the Monarchs really have to buckle down here and get a good shot.
Monarchs had a 17-point lead. It has evaporated. They now trail by 2. Hubbard at the top of the circle. Holds over the head. Right-hand side to Jordan Battle, guarded by Hollenbeck. Back to Scotty. Scotty left blocks to, this is LJ. Turns and fires another awful shot. Hits nothing. The fadeaway Elvin Hayes style? No.
Off 1 foot, that's a bad shot.
Awful shot. He's not Akeem Olajuwon, as far as I know. Spear into the front court on the left. Gets it to Dubinsky, right side. Hollenbeck, catch, shoot, 3. No good. Offside rebound, Hubbard for Old Dominion. 3 minutes to play at Chartway Arena. Monarchs down 79-77. Here's Turner, back to Thomas, now to Hubbard. Hubbard into the right-hand corner. Shaw penetrates the right-hand side. Shot fake, back to LJ, now to Turner. He quickly fires the 3. It's deflected, grabbed by Dubinsky. They saw that coming from a mile away because that's all they do. And into the front court comes Marshall with a lead and 2:40 to play.
And the Monarchs stay in the 2-3 zone, and they don't have a lot of energy right now, Ted.
Well, they're beat. They're playing a lot of minutes. Bench isn't deep. No Robert Davis. No Ben Nacy. Cal on the bench with 4 fouls. They've gone a long way. Now 8 to shoot. Left-hand corner. Hollenbeck to Dubinsky on the wing against Scotty Hubbard. Puts it on the deck. Gets in the paint. Throws it up with the right hand. No good. Good defense from Hubbard.
Well, that's what you got to do with him, Ted. Take the 3 away and make him try to score in traffic.
Monarchs into the front court. Down 2 with 2:10 to go. Battle, wheeling and dealing against Joseph in this zone. A lot of dribbling. Looping it to LJ. Lands and loses it off his foot and out of bounds, or was it off Marshall? Off the herd. Monarch basketball. 2:03 to go. 14 to shoot for the Monarchs. Cal, Swanton, Roger back into the lineup, and we'll take our final media timeout of the night. Possession arrow now favors Marshall. Team fouls. Old Dominion with 8. Marshall with 8. Timeouts, each team with 2. And we've got one of them right now. 79-77. Herd lead the Monarchs with 2:03 to go. This is the ODU Sports Network. No points in 3:13. That's tough. Scoring drought, 3:13. Down the stretch we go, folks. Win, lose, or draw, it's been interesting. Blackouts, great plays by the play-by-play guy. Dennis hanging in there, being supportive. And Marshall thundering back from a 17-point deficit.
And let's not forget the pen bouncing.
The pen bouncing, which Dennis nailed on the first try. I remember as a lad trying this for the first time. It took me 3.5 years. but now I can do it without even looking. Hey, when we were doing this stuff, we had a 17-point lead. So do some stuff. Thank you.
Well, Ted, hopefully Cal coming back in is going to make them a little more effective against the zone. That'll give them a bigger body down there along the baseline.
Turnovers still just 7 for the Monarchs. But Marshall's got 16 points off 7 turnovers. Wow. That blows my mind.
Well, and we were way ahead in the points in the paint in the first half, Ted, and now that's, evened up.
2:03 to go, 79-77. The latest stats tell us the Monarchs have only committed 7 turnovers, Dennis, but Marshall's turned those mistakes into 16 points.
And I don't know. Casey Shore is out right now, and I'm not really sure what the
Monarchs will go with Thomas, Swanton Roger, Battle, Hubbard, and Turner. Zach looking. Loops it way into Hubbard, who catches it near the midcourt stripe. 13 to shoot for Old Dominion. Under 2 to play. Monarchs down 79-77. Jordan Battle penetrates, goes to Hubbard. Hubbard takes the wing 3 for the lead. No good. Rebound, back tap. It goes into the hands of Dubinsky. Dubinsky with the basketball. 105 seconds to play at Chartway Arena in Norfolk. Marshall leading the Monarchs 79-77, and they've got the basketball. Need to stop. 1-1 if you foul them before shots. Left-hand side, Joseph deep on the wing, guarded by LJ. They're just burning clock. Now
but I don't understand this, Ted. They got to go at some point here.
Here is Spear with the basketball, guarded by Battle. Now to Joseph with 4 on the shot clock. Joseph is going to have to go. Goes to Fricks. Turns long 2. No good. And we've got a foul and a shot clock violation. Monarch basketball with 1:18 to go.
I mean, that possession made absolutely no sense, Ted. They're only up 2 points, and there's plenty of time. They got to try to get the best shot they can.
They'll put the full court pressure on as Scotty Hubbard will inbound to L.J. Thomas. And here's Casey Shaw back into the ball game, replacing Scotty Hubbard. Monarch basketball presented in part by High Val Industries. Visit highval.com for all your hydraulic needs. High Val, proudly serving their customers for 47 years. LJ in the backcourt, chest pass to KC. Back to LJ, awful pass, picked off by Joseph, and he slams it home. 4-point lead. Monarchs get soft at the wrong time.
Well, they just got careless, Ted. That's an inexcusable play for this point in the game.
81-77, 1 minute to go. In the corner, Jordan Battle steps back, fires the 3. That's no good. Rebound, Jared Turner puts it up and in. And a timeout's called by Mike Jones. Turner with 11. It's 81-79, 56 seconds to go.
And great hustle by Jared to get in there and come up with that rebound and put back.
Oh, those are tired passes.
Well, they're tired, they're sloppy,
they're idiotic.
At this point in the game, for good college players, you can't make a play like that.
Monarch basketball presented in part by Chartway Credit Union, the official credit union of the ODU Athletics. Chartway Credit Union, big enough to empower you, small enough to remember you. Become a member today. Both teams gathered around their respective coaches. Monarchs have guys who've been playing a lot of minutes. Let's get over to that stat, Dennis. And we'll see that, 34 for Shaw, 32 for Thomas, 25 for Turner, 33 for Battle, 15 for Swanton Roger. Cal's playing with 4 personal fouls.
And what you have to do here, Ted, again, is guard without fouling. There's plenty of time. Make them have to earn it.
56 seconds to play. 81-79, Marshall. Monarchs led by as many as 17 against one of the better teams in the Sun Belt Conference, coming in at 7-4 in the lead. Jalen Spear against L.J. Thomas. Has the basketball into the front court with 20 to shoot.
I don't understand this again, Ted. They need to be going.
They get a screen from Fritz. Gets into the foul line. Now Fricks, elbow, back to Spear. Joseph on the wing, back to Spear. 7 to shoot. Spear to the elbow, turns and fires. That's way off the mark. Rebound's tipped. It's up in the air. Who's going to come up with it? Joseph comes up with it. He's fouled by Swanton Roger, who will foul out, and the Monarchs could not come up with another loose ball, and it could be very costly with 24.7 to play.
Coach Jones is arguing that there should have been a shot clock violation. I don't.
That's what he's tapping his head for, and they're going to take a look, and we'll see.
No, I don't think so, Ted.
goes to 0. And there's not contact.
I think the foul had happened right before that. I'd have to see that again.
All right. Monarch basketball postgame show comes up at the end of this dramatic affair. We'll have words from head coach Mike Jones. We'll run down the stats for you. Jack Lowe. They're reviewing for a potential shot clock violation. We appreciate being updated by the officials here. We'll have all that coming up. We'll also get you our checkered flag play of the game. Coming up in our Monarch basketball postgame show, 24.7 seconds from right now. If it's a shot clock violation, Monarchs get the ball down 2 with shot clock off, 24 seconds to go. If it's not, it's going to be a foul against Old Dominion.
Yes.
And that means it'll be a 1-and-1 for the Herd.
It depends where the foul,
the foul's right there.
Well, there was a foul before that, but this is the one they called, and I think there was a shot clock violation.
I think so too, because the arm of the referee goes up when the foul is called. That went when Cowell went barreling in.
Correct.
There. And it'll also mean that Cowell will not foul out of the basketball game.
Right.
They're looking at the replay as we speak. Desperately important. Again, the possession arrow favors Marshall. Herd has 2 timeouts. Monarchs 1. Both teams have 18 fouls. 81-79, Marshall leads. Old Dominion led 47-34 at the half. Led by as many as 17. But Marshall has come back. Monarchs have been helping him just a little bit, as the 17-point advantage came with 17:23 to play. It was 56-39. Right now it's 81-79. Bam.
Now, I don't know what they're looking at, Ted, whether they're looking at the time, because from our view here, it looked like it was a shot clock violation.
Now, they can't go back and call the earlier foul if they hadn't called that foul
Correct.
earlier.
Correct.
Might be a great call from Mike Jones to say, let's get a look at this thing as they continue to look. Again, if the call goes the Monarchs' way, they get the basketball down 2 with 24.7 seconds to go, and Cal Swanton Roger stays in the ball game. If they don't, it's shots for the Herd, trying to make it a 2-possession game. Gotta love replay because you can get the call right. But this is where it drives you nuts when it takes extra time.
Well, particularly, you talked about this early in the game when we had the blackout and they're getting everything set. Well, the guy's going to lose their edge. This has been a hard-fought game, and you have 24 seconds left. You don't want to have it take this long right now, Ted.
Well, the thing is, this is going to do nothing but help Old Dominion. So those guys are beat out there, and Marshall had all the momentum flying around. So hopefully this helps Old Dominion re-energize themselves for what we hope is the final 24.7 or overtime. The 3 officials now chatting it up. Chris Ford, Michael Terry, and Anthony Eads. They're going to come over and talk to us about it, and I'll jack up the crowd mic.
Showed we have a shot clock violation. Game clock,
There was a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation.
We have a shot clock violation. We put 26.0 seconds ODU basketball.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Keeping us informed and entertained. So
well, then they need to fix the clock. If there's 26 seconds, right? Didn't he just say? Yeah, they fixed it.
Okay. 26 seconds to go. Full court pressure. Jordan Battle will inbound. On the floor for Old Dominion, L.J. Thomas, Cal Swanton Roger, Jared Turner, and Casey Shaw.
And Ted, this is what I've said to you before. Make a play for someone else here.
Bring the ball into KC. They do on the left-hand side. KC turns. Shot clock off. Monarchs down 2. Into the front court he goes. Hands the ball to LJ. LJ left-hand side to Battle. 17 seconds to go. Monarchs down 2. Will they go for the win or the tie? Into the right-hand corner. They throw it away! LJ's pass for Jordan Battle in the right-hand corner. Past his outstretched hand with 12 seconds to go. Marshall ball.
Well, the shooting ourselves in the foot, Ted, has continued here.
Monarchs won for their last 7 from the field, and that turnover could be the ball game. Battle was going to have himself an open 3 from the corner.
But what you have to do there, Ted, you have to take the ball into the defense and pass it around them. You can't try to lob it over them in that situation. But still here, they can't run on the baseline, and you have to contest every inbound pass and then foul.
Go for the steal and then foul immediately. And it'll be a 1-and-1 for Marshall. And you hope they miss. 12 seconds to go. 12 seconds can be an awfully long time. Tonight from three-point range, Old Dominion 7 for 19. That's 37%. Marshall 10 for 21. That's 48%. And our field goals tonight are brought to you by Cooper Hurley. No need to worry. Call Cooper Hurley 333-3333. Once again tonight, we've seen that the Monarchs can play with the best of the Sun Belt. Once again tonight, we've seen that the Monarchs can have lulls that can bring 17-point leads to their knees and then some.
Well, yesterday in practice, all Coach Jones kept emphasizing was you have to be conscious and do all the little things. And that would be an example of not doing the little things.
81-79 Marshall, the lead in the basketball with 12 seconds to go. Cal Swanton Rogers will be right up to that baseline to wave his arms and make it as difficult as possible for Caleb Hollenbeck to inbound the basketball accurately. Fricks, Joseph on the floor with Spear and Dubinsky. Hollenbeck has the basketball. Looking. One bounce into Spear, and he's going to be fouled in the backcourt with 10.8 seconds to go. The foul will go against L.J. Thomas. And we walk to the other end. And it'll be Spear going to the line. And Jalen Spear is making his first trip to the line today. He's got 18 points. He's an 80% free throw shooter.
Checking back in for the Monarchs, Scotty Hubbard.
Hubbard in for Swanton Roger.
He's played very well in the second half of this game, Ted. He has 16 points and 10 assists.
Equals 35. Get loud, everybody. You want the 35.
Spear. Make the first, get the second with 10.8 to go. It's a 2-point Marshall lead. Can he add to it? The grad student from Gainesville messes the front end. Hubbard has it knocked away. It's come up with by Battle. Battle with 6 seconds to go. Timeout called by Mike Jones. So the Monarchs have a chance. Still down by just 2, but now just 6 seconds to play with.
And I don't know where they have it out here, Ted. The ball was still deep in the backcourt there.
It looks like they're pointing right in front of
Yeah.
them. My buddy Skeet caught the voice of the herd right on the end of the scorer's table. Just up from the Marshall bench. Monarchs down 81-79, 6 seconds to go. They needed the 80% free throw shooter, Jalen Spear, to miss. He did. Scotty Hubbard the rebound, but it wasn't a clean one. Monarchs fumbling and stumbling a bit, but the foul, not the foul, it was knocked out of bounds, I believe.
Well, I think before
a defensive rebound.
Well, he got the defensive rebound, and then as he was fumbling it, Coach Jones called timeout.
Okay. Thank you, Dennis. 81-79 Marshall.
And plenty of time, Ted. You don't have to.
Yep.
They'll probably be back in that zone, but you got plenty of time either to pass it ahead and make it one more pass, or drive it up and get a good shot. But again, the best shot would be the one that the guy with the ball is going to get for someone else, not try to force one up himself.
A 2 sends the game to overtime, perhaps. A 3 perhaps wins it. Both teams still huddled around their head coaches. Mike Jones, Cornelius Jackson, both in their second year. They're going to put 6.1 on the clock. L.J. Thomas, K.C. Shaw, Scotty Hubbard, Jared Turner, and Jordan Battle on the floor for Mike Jones. 3-point shooters all over the place. LJ will inbound right next to the Marshall bench. And we'll see who Cornelius Jackson puts on the floor for defense. Where they're thinking one more stop. The series is tied at 16. Each team is 11-4 on their home floor. Each team is 1-1 on the neutral floor. what will happen to the final 6-point run. L.J. Thomas will have the basketball. Joseph, Spear, Dubinsky, Hollenbeck, and Fricks playing defense. 81-79 for Marshall. They hand the ball to LJ. Battle has it now. Jordan Battle into the front court. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He gets double teamed, turns and fires. No good. And there's your ball game. And there's your ball game, rolled off the rim. And Marshall wins it by a final count of 81-79. Dennis, the play you thought wasn't from the guy with the ball passing it to someone for an open look. It was.
Well, that's why I don't like that, Ted, because he was guarded and they brought an extra defender at him, and he got a good shot off, but he was guarded by two guys. Somebody was open.
Final score, Chartway Arena-Norfolk. Marshall comes from 17 down to defeat Old Dominion, 81-79. Monarch basketball postgame show next, right here on the ODU Sports Network.
Georgia State take on your ODU Monarchs. Get your tickets now at ODU Sports.
Folks, there you have it. Good ball game. Monarchs need to learn how to win and get it done tonight. 81-79, Marshall wins it, and we'll see you Saturday.
Solutions for